All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, had a fun weekend. Saturday, my brother and one of my best friends came over. We stayed up way too late, so I did not get a lift in yesterday. But I did get a lot of stuff done. I got part of my thesis done. I'm working on my master's, so I got one more section on that. And we're good to go. Mowed the lawn finally, so the saga of 6 foot tall grass is over. Today is going to be a leg day, and I'm not utterly sure which gym I'm going to, because I kind of want to go to my old school gym. I kind of want to go to my other gym. There's questions. I think I'll just go to my regular one, and we will just do that. Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's legs. Today the program. What the hell? Right. Anyway, there's some guy parked in the middle of the road. It's like got his hazard. I don't know. But today the program calls for leg press, but I kind of want to squat. I kind of want to hit some heavy ass 4-plate squats. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the inspiration of the gym says to me when I get there after my warm up. Today is the 1st of July or 2nd of July, or the 31st of June. I don't know how many days there are in June. I don't remember. Anyway, but the 4th is coming up. That's this Friday. So I will have Thursday and Friday off of work, which is kind of cool. Interesting. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. But yeah, overall, staying up super late, even if it's good for the mind, sometimes good for the spirit, not necessarily good for the body. Because yesterday when I woke up at whatever time it was, I think it was 10 or noon, my eyes felt like they were filled with sand, and my stomach was cranky. It was just overall not a great time. I wouldn't recommend it. But it's good to see family, it's good to see friends, hang out, etc. A little bit of mental deload. So one thing I want to talk about today. Oh, first of all, a few days ago I was talking about the 413 wedge. It is an RB block. It came to me while I was mowing the lawn on Saturday. I'm like, oh, that's what it is. It's an RB block versus the Magnum series of motors, which is the LA block, or the Hemis, which are Hemis. So, RB. Anyway, or B block, but RB just is raised. It's just, I think the deck height is a little bit different. But anyway, so what I want to talk about today is, and something I've been seriously lacking in, is intensity and speed and motivation in the gym. Rest periods between sets, and how long it takes you to set up, and how many Yappuccinos you consume. I'm pretty bad about Yappuccinos. What I've done now lately, which is my strategy, is just if somebody's talking to me and I need to hit a set and they won't shut up, I just ignore them. And, not ignore them, but I'll just start hitting a set, and usually they kind of take the hint. Usually they kind of are like, oh, okay, and they just kind of walk away. Or they can keep talking to me. I don't care. I'm just going to be lifting. And that's what I'm going to do today if somebody chooses to pour me a nice cup of Yappuccino. And on that note, I think a good time period for rest, for light, or for squeezing exercises, or like arms, really anything that isn't like super heavy compounds. So your back, your legs, some of your pressing, like shoulder press or dumbbells or stuff, like your light work, your tricep pushdowns, your curls, your calf raises, things like that. That sort of stuff, I think 1 to 2 minutes is plenty. And now, unless you're like cramping up, or you're like severely depleted and you're just struggling to like stay alive, or you're out of breath for some reason or whatever, but 1 to 2 minutes, I think, is usually fairly sufficient. And I'm kind of getting into this whole vlogging type thing. I'm gonna get a professional-ish camera at some point. I'm never gonna do. Well, I'm not gonna say never, but I don't plan on doing any like serious, crazy editing. I know how. I've done it. I just don't like doing it. Editing's not my favorite. Like, I'll trim here and there. Like, you don't see a lot of some of my clips. It's like jumps. Like, I do a bunch of jump cuts because you don't need to see like my setup all the time and all that. But I'm never gonna be like flashy graphics or crap like that. It's gonna be very basic. I just don't like editing. It's tedious, and if you're here to see lifts or to hear me talk, if that's the kind of content you're into, that's what I'm going to provide. Don't expect anything flashy. But anyway, my plan today is, depending on what compound I hit, if it's leg press, it's leg press. If it's squats, then it might be a little bit longer between sets. And so for your heavier compounds, 3 to 5 minutes is plenty. And honestly, 5 is probably pushing it. Unless you're like doing, a set of like 80% of your max for high reps, which I used to do. Before I got like locked in for bodybuilding training, I was just kind of training like an animal, just doing whatever sounded fun, whatever felt fun. And so I would be loading up like 455 on the bar and squatting for like 8 reps. And I would literally like collapse after every set. I mean, I'd be on the ground, huffing and puffing and breathing and just like thinking I was going to die. And so for that, maybe a little bit more rest makes sense. When that happens and your vision is fading and your ears are ringing and you're just like you're inches from dying at any time, maybe in that scenario, something like 10 minutes is honestly acceptable. But for our purposes of prep, getting dialed in, getting locked in, we want to maintain that elevated heart rate. We want to maintain the pump, the blood flow, the sweat. We just want to keep everything rolling. So my goal today is excluding warm-up, because that's, that takes as long as it takes, whatever. Shouldn't take more than like 10 or 15 minutes, but excluding warm-up, I'm going to try to keep the overall workout time under an hour. And then if I want, I can yap afterwards. I can take my time to do my steps or do cardio or whatever afterwards. But I'm going to try to get it in under an hour. Now, leg press would definitely be helpful because I don't think there's as much stabilization. There's not as much like breathing. You don't have to belt up. And in my experience, wearing a belt, while it does provide you with more joint stabilization, it restricts your breathing and it restricts oxygen transport. So it's kind of harder to catch up after that. So if I do squats, we're going to see probably that 3 to 5 minute rest period. But if I do leg press, we're going to try to keep it 2 to 3 minutes, or try to push for that 2-minute mark. And we're just really going to dial up the intensity today. And if you'd ever be interested in a long format type video of me, of an entire workout, start to finish, no breaks, no gaps, I could do that, but I'd have to know. You'd have to let me know. Anyway, so we're going to get rocking and rolling here, and I will catch you after I warm up and once we get set up. So, cheers. Okay, so we're rocking here. It's 590 pounds. Of course, sled weighs nothing, right? And I've got the seat set to the far back one, which I'm just giving a shot for depth. And I lowered the safety 1 notch, so even if I don't bounce it off, I should be getting deep enough. I want my knees to come pretty much right to here. So 2 sets of 8. It's going to be pretty heavy for pretty good depth, so run it up. My back is a little tight, which is not optimal for this, but hey, fuck it. It's easier when it's over. One, 2, 3. Alright, we're going to drop that 1 more notch real quick. Because apparently under load, it's actually not as painful in my joints, I think, because of compression. One, 2, 3. Okay, so not bad. I think I'll take a couple minutes, and I'm going to do the same weight. And my problem with leg press is, for most of them, and especially on this one, is the path of my quads gets in the way where my forearms are placed. So if these handles were out here, it'd be a lot better. But I don't like it for a couple reasons. First of all, it kind of rubs my forearms raw. Second of all, it's kind of cheating because I sort of have that slingshot effect with my actual forearms, and I just, but the main thing is I don't like the way it feels. And I can try to be really conscious about it and sort of not get my forearms in the way, but then I can't anchor my hips to the seat as well. So it's just trade-offs. All right. No jump cut here. We're just going to dive into the next set. Easier when it's over. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. I feel alive. What's the next step? RDLs, you know the drill. 2 sets of 12. Let's go. Hopefully our grip sustains us here. RDLs, 2 sets of 20. 2 sets of 12, excuse me. Let's go. It's a little tight. Hey, fuck it. Come on, grip. Don't fail me now. Maybe we're going to drop this one notch. Alright. Now this is too loose. Yeah, it's fine. Not bad. Alright. Felt pretty good. Honestly, I probably could have hiked the weight up for that first set, but with this improved depth we're going with, might not be that easy. Ooh, I'm dizzy now. Very dizzy. Yeah. Okay. Here you go again. I'm going to try for the 12. I don't think I got the full 12 last week. I don't remember. I don't remember anything. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Goodness gracious. Gotta love it. Alright, we got 2 sets of 20 on this. Ooh. There we go. And I think I did like 150 or something last week. I'm going to try 170 because it's 15 to 20 and I just want to really kind of squeeze it. So this isn't too heavy. It's also not too light though. So man, something about this seat doesn't feel right. Anyway. One, 2, So the last like 3 or 4 reps are pretty abysmal, but holy moly, jolly-oly, hurts. Let's pack it in and do another. Oh, a Jeep Comanche. I had one of those. Same weight. Let's kill it.
1, 2, 3. Ow! That's how you know it's a good set. Alright, leg extension. We are lowering the overall weight and going for a squeeze at the top, which is going to suck for 20 reps. But hey, you know what? Life isn't about joy. Scratch that. Don't listen to what I just said. That was stupid. Anyway, so this won't be anything like the old school gym where one plate is the heaviest thing you've ever touched in your whole life. This should be a lot closer to, the way I'm used to. So, is this on? It is. Cool. Sorry about that. 100 or 250 pounds. Hammer. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Man, that is one of the feelings of all time. Definitely. I don't know why I get so shaky on the negative, but I always have. It's the way she goes. Here we go again. Are we confident in my ability to get 20 reps? No. Will we go until our legs are shaking, knees weak, Teddy spaghetti, vomit on my dinner already? Yes, we will. Sorry, I have a distraction, and my ADHD brain will not let me. Okay. Easy. 1, 2, 3. Oh. I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. Oh my gosh. Ow. Okay, I think that was 16. Oh, goodness. Let's see what's next. Alright, we got these naughty girls here. And this machine is pretty light. Again, all these life fitness machines really are not heavy. I'm not very flexible either, so maybe one more. Oh, that's going to be a mistake. Okay. 25. It's a lot more comfortable than the Cybex ones, I'll tell you that, whatever brand those are. Body Fitness or whatever. Like, the pad positioning, the angle, a lot more pleasant on my hips. But it's much, much lighter, so. But I'm going to hit one more set of these, but I don't record it. And that about wraps up. I'll hit some posing, and then get some, like, steps in, and we'll call it there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. So, a little bit of a pump check here. I'm just going to pick this up a little bit. Oh, man. Got some pretty nutty vascularity going on. Goodness. Oh, that hurts, actually. It's so tight. Not too bad. You can see my calves got some veins going too. Looking pretty cool. Oh, goodness. I'm having trouble flexing. It's just so pumped. You know? Not too bad, though. All right. Well, anyways. See you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.